So you've requested a mail-in ballot and have received one, and now you want to know how to properly fill your ballot out. So we will walk you through the process. The first thing you'll notice in your ballot packet is that it comes with a set of instructions. Depending on your county, the instructions may look a little different, but either way, you're going to want to read the instructions thoroughly and follow them precisely, or there's a chance that your vote will not be counted. When it comes to your ballot, you'll notice there's no straight party voting this year. That was eliminated with a state law, so you'll have to go race by race and make your selection. Filling out your ballot, you want to make sure you have a blue or black pen. Pencil can be erased, marker can bleed through the paper, so blue or black ink pen is what you want to use. Then when it comes time to making your selection, follow the instructions on your ballot and make a clear selection for each race, and make no other markings on your ballot or else it could get thrown out. Then it's time to stuff the envelopes. There's two. The first one is the official election ballot. This is the so-called secrecy envelope that we have heard a lot about. Your ballot goes in here first, and then you seal it. And then you put this in the outer envelope. That looks just like this. So you put your ballot in, you seal it, and then on the back of this envelope, this is really important, you have to sign it and put your information, and then you're done. Make sure this is sealed. Now this can go into the mailbox. There's no postage necessary. That's already prepaid for you. You can also hand deliver this ballot to your county election office or a drop box if your county has one of those. Either way, the ballot has to be postmarked by Election Day, November 3rd, for it to be counted. I know there's a lot that we went over, but make sure you follow each of these steps precisely to make sure your vote counts. Matt Barcaro, WGAL News 8. Each county in the Susquehanna Valley has at least one place to drop off your ballot, and some have multiple places. So we'll walk you through how to find them and then what to do once you are there. First, go to votespa.com and look for the ballot return locations. Then you can look by county to see where your drop box is. Also check the hours. They're not available around the clock, and some counties are extending their hours, including weekends, as we get closer to the election, so you want to check there. Once you're ready to drop off your ballot, make sure that it's filled out and you use both envelopes, the secrecy envelope, then the outer envelope. Put them together even when you're dropping it off, and make sure that your outer envelope is signed and dated. Once that's complete and sealed, you can put this in your drop box, whatever it might look like in your county. Remember, you can only drop off your own ballot. You can't drop off anyone else's, not even your spouse's, and it must be dropped off, if you're hand delivering it, by 8 p.m. on election night, or it will not be counted. One more thing, you cannot drop off your mail-in ballot at your polling place. So make sure you do it early, find where you're going, and have a plan. In Lancaster, I'm Matt Barcaro, WGAL News 8. We are at a polling place that'll be open on Election Day to answer a question you may have been asking. What happens if I've requested a mail-in ballot, but then I changed my mind and I would rather vote in person on Election Day? Can I do that? The answer is yes, but you have to follow these rules. You have to bring your mail-in ballot with you on Election Day to the polls, and that includes the envelopes that were provided. Once you're at the polls, you'll have to surrender your mail-in ballot so it can be destroyed, and then you can cast your ballot as you normally would in person at the polls. If you don't bring your ballot and envelopes with you, you may have to cast a provisional ballot. And those take a little longer to process because the county has to double check that you haven't already sent in a mail-in ballot. Because remember, you cannot vote twice. In Des Moines, I'm Matt Barcaro, WGAL News 8.